Let's get that up there.
We're live. So it says.
And I see that. We have Vicky and Terry and Ingrid and Cindy. Good morning. Hello.
Hello, hello. Eraser doesn't work. Today we're doing our month-long hashtag. Every month we have one, but we don't talk about it very much. And this month it's hashtag AJOS Magic. And so any art that's inspired by any sort of magic, it doesn't matter if it's something with fantasy or something more literal, can be posted in the group and shared with everyone, and we'll have a folder for that. And you can use the hashtag. And I'm going to do watercolor today in my Arteza watercolor journal. And I have no idea what Peg's doing. What are you doing, Peg?
Oh, I'm playing around. I don't know. I got some of these small boards out, and I just started this morning. I put a coat of gesso on a few of them just to get a background, and then I had some stencils, and so I used a little light molding paste on there. When I think about magical, I think of winged things. And so one of the things that gets me going is butterflies, because I know Shel and I both think of butterflies. Both of our mothers have a thing for butterflies, so there will probably be butterflies involved in my art today.
I was thinking about magic in a more literal term, and something that I think is interesting is like head magic or garden magic. You know, the women back in the day who were the healers, and
Yes.
the people who used herbs and plants and all that type of stuff, maybe even the natives. So I was kind of thinking of some sort of illustration along those lines, and just something cute, more cute than anything. So
Honestly, that's a good idea. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't in a cute mood today, so I wasn't going to go there. And I just uploaded a video that'll be out later today. Remember last week when I was struggling with these scribble sticks? And I really wanted to have the cover off of them. Well, yeah, I came up with a solution, but the video is not released until we get done with this today, so that'll be out later. So I'm not sure. I might work off of several of these boards. I might just do one or two. I don't know. We'll see what we end up with here.
Yeah, see what we end up with here. That's the plan.
Yeah. So the first thing I was playing with this morning was this tissue paper, because I wanted to transfer some imagery onto tissue to use on my art. So I was doing some butterfly imagery on tissue. And these are back here drying. But I wanted to use some stamps. And, you know, some of my stamps are really old. They're a lot of them are wood block. And a lot of the wood block ones, I'm peeling off of the wood blocks because I don't want to store these forever. This Love to Stamp company, I think, has been out of business for a very long time. So, you know, I don't feel the need to retain this block that tells me who this is, because it's not valid anymore. The stamp is not being produced any longer. Just like this one. This is an old PSX. PSX has not been in business for a long time. This is from 2001. So I'll probably end up peeling this off of the block, because I use these not just straight on the block, You know, we used to just ink it up and stamp it on the block. A lot of times I'll just use a portion of the stamp, so I may not want the entire image, so I can peel this off of my block and, you know, conserve space. And then I can stamp using a portion of this image. I don't have to use the whole thing. Just as it was created, I can, you know, get a little bit of this text and just put it where I want it, like so, and not use the entire block. And that's hard to see, isn't it? How do I get that to where you can see it? There. Just a hint. But I thought that would be nice in the background here. Let me get this other, this is more like a written letter script.
So I made a little illustration on this paper, and I know you guys probably can't see it very well because I did it with a yellow watercolor pencil with an idea that I thought that it would blend into the watercolor as I was painting, which it might do or it might not, I don't know. But I know I have watercolor pencils, whether they're regular watercolor pencils or whether they're ink tints. I was just, you guys can't see the desk, the rest of the desk, but I have out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different watercolor palettes here that I've gotten out of the drawer, and I have another one over here on the floor, and I know that I have a couple more around that I didn't get out. Plus I have watercolor pencils, and I have ink tints blocks and ink tints pencils. I have all that stuff, and I hardly ever use it. So that's the reason I got it out today, is because I wanted to just see all of it together, which is kind of crazy. But.
Well, that's kind of the way I was feeling last week. Remember last week I was trying to use things that I hadn't had out for a while or just hadn't been using. So what here I was using these Dina Wakley crayons to color my image. And all I did was to dip my crayon, apply a little bit of that to my rubber stamp. If it's too runny, you know, it's just going to drip off. You don't want it to be too runny, but you want it wet enough so that it's going to transfer. And I like to combine colors on here. And you can stamp it more than once. You get that nice soft watercolor effect to that. And then what I would do is I would spray this with workable fixative or something so that it's going to stay in place. So let me just squirt that.
So this journal that I'm using is the Arteza watercolor journal that you can get in like a pack of 3. And the last time I used it was during, I think we did something watercolor. I can't remember what we called it now. Peg said it earlier. I don't know. Anyway, that was the last time I used it. I haven't obviously been making any journal pages because I've been doing the 100-day project on canvases. So I haven't even made journal pages, but I remember this paper being a little bit too absorbent or something, and it was kind of fading out the color too much. And so this morning when I got this out, I put that core watercolor ground medium on it just to see what would happen. So it's not behaving exactly like watercolor paper. it's not, I don't know. I'm not really sure what that stuff is exactly. What that watercolor ground is. But I'm just gonna paint for a while and then go back in, and I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a different sort of medium. You're supposed to dilute the ground a little bit when you use the watercolor ground. It's not, you don't take it straight out of the jar, and it's a little bit different from other grounds, other mediums that I've used. So I don't know if I'm going to use these images or not. One of the things that I see butterflies on a lot in nature are these Queen Anne's lace. So I thought I might try stamping and embossing a couple of those. Not sure what I want to use here, but let's just stamp a couple in case I decide I want them.
That stuff's being pretty weird.
As you can see, these are two different companies, but they're both Queen Anne's lace. This one is an old PSX. It's got the words on it, and then this one is Me and Carrie Lou out of Lakeland, Florida from 1998, and I don't know if they're still in business. Probably not. Like I said, a lot of my old rubber block stamps are from the past, and you just can't get them anymore. So I want a wet ink if I'm going to emboss. And let me get, I've got a Versamark here someplace. Here we go. I've got a Versamark. This is a sticky ink. If you're going to emboss, you want a pigment or a sticky ink that the embossing powder is going to stick to. And probably have another paper under there to collect. The powder. I'm going to try it with a couple of different colors. See what I like the best. Because I haven't done my background yet, so I'm not sure what I'm going to use for color on my background. But I like that. So let me get that back in the container. That one is one of Seth Apter's Wow. It's called Sea of Tranquility. And then I'm going to do one in this other stamp from PSX. Make sure I make good contact. And I'm going to use some antique linen distress. See what this looks like. Okay, so I need to heat set those, and you can heat set it with your craft tool, however it takes longer. I like to use my heavy duty one that heats up fast. This is an old Marby tool that I've had for probably 30 years.
I've blown up a couple Marvies. I think I still have one. Back in the day, Marvy was the one that made all the tools. Marvy Uchida.
Yeah. Marvy has been around for a very, very, very long time. Marvy had the first watercolor brush pens that I ever used.
Oh, yeah.
Remember those?
What are they called? Tombow?
They were, I think they were Le Plumes.
Oh, La Plume, that was it, yeah.
Yeah, Tombow was another company. They're very similar.
Yeah.
But the Le Plume was the first one that I found on the market that I liked, that had the water soluble. And they're where are they? I should show you guys. They're a really easy to use water brush pen. Yeah, I don't even know if I have those anymore. Probably dried up a long time ago. These are just the Amazon Basic ones, and they work just fine too. And when I talk about water brush pen, what I'm talking about is that it has this brush tip, and they typically have a blunt tip on them too, so that you can draw or use the brush tip. But if you're going to use these to do your watercolor with on your rubber stamps, they're great for that. Yeah, here, this is a La Plume, same sort of deal. This is a Marvy La Plume, but it has a really nice brush tip. It has a fine tip rather than the blunt tip. So the La Plume is a little bit different. This is the Tombow, which is another brand. But you can see they're all interchangeable. They all do similar things. So if I wanted to take that same image and do it with these rather than the crayon, you could do that also. I do with the butterfly stamp. I've lost the butterfly stamp already. Oh, here we go. If I wanted to do this, I could pick out my colors with the brush tip. I'm just going to apply color. And I usually start with the lightest color first. I like to use a darker color like a purple or a blue or a deep green around the edge for the shadow effect.
That's a good color.
So they blend nicely on your rubber. You can see I've got that on the rubber. It's wet. I'm just going to spritz in the air, make sure that that is moist, and then I will stamp it on the tissue. Now, if I did not want that as defined on there, I can take a brush. There's plenty of stuff on there. I'm just going to moisten one of these stipple brushes and, you know, hit that again. Come back and stamp again, and you get that watercolor effect. You see how pretty that is. So that's the brush marker. And they're very vibrant colors. I like them if I want something vibrant like that. They work out well. But you can see I have a nice assortment of colors in these tubs, and they didn't cost a lot.
And nowadays you can buy the Tombow ones like that if you want to use them. Oh boy, I've got limited space here, and I got every watercolor set I own out.
Ingrid said she loves Queen Anne's lace. I do too. We used to, go ditch hunting for different flowers, and so we'd go along the roadside and pick bouquets with things like Queen Anne's lace and coreopsis and sunflowers, that sort of thing. Good morning, Nell. How are you? Yeah. So anyway, there's any number of ways that you can get that watercolor effect on your rubber stamp. And, use what you have. That's my motto always. Use what you have.
Definitely.
So let's go back to these boards. Let's see where we have this. See that? Queen Anne's lace is about the right size for one of these boards. I like that. So let's get some color on here. I think I'll just start with stuff I got out on my desk. I've got this stuff from last week. This is Hansa Yellow Medium. And I'll get a brush. And some water. Let's start with that. I've got more than enough here for multiple use. And I want, that's a bit more than I want. So let me get a journal. Remember, this is the one we were working on last week. This is the If I Could Save Time in a Bottle page that we did last week. So let's brighten up.
What did I do last week?
Some of this. With some of that yellow.
At this point.
Just putting it on a page for a background. And I want to add a green, so I'm going to use this Viridian Green Hue. Really pretty color. If I can get it out of the bottle. This is getting older. Need to use it up.
Oh, I do love that color. I don't know what color it is, but it's a great color. Let's see on my chart. Indigo. Indigo by Soho. Beautiful color.
And I'm going to add a little bit of this primary cyan. And I know you guys can't see everything on my desk because I have 3 pieces out here. And of course, the screen is not wide enough to show it all to you.
Oh, it is. Mineral violet. That sounds like a nice color. Is it this one? Blend it over here.
So I'm going to get my bottle because I want to blend some of this out a little bit.
I have a feeling this is going to end up, I'm starting out watercolor, right? It's
Yeah.
going to end up mixed media. I can already tell. It's going to end up having pen work or something. Illustration work.
Well, watercolor is a good base. It's a good place to start
don't like
from.
doing one media. I just don't. I think it looks better when you mix everything up.
Yeah, I agree. I like it all mixed up.
We should just stop worrying about it and just do it.
Just know that that's our thing, is to mix
Yeah.
it all up. This one I'm going to try to maintain a little more of the bright here.
End up mixing a little bit of something else with this to darken it up. What other purple do I have? I have some violet. I have some amethyst. Where's that amethyst? That's it. It doesn't look right. No, it is. That's pretty. It's kind of sparkly because it's made out of real gems. Okay, we're overworking that spot, I can tell. Let's get some of that. Go back with the violet.
So how's everybody doing today? Everybody surviving spring, Mother's Day? What else has been going on?
We did have Mother's Day.
Yeah, my kids ended up taking me to the Tulip Fest, but it was rainy and cold.
Your pictures looked fun.
It was fun. It just, I was not dressed for the weather. I thought it was spring.
Well, spring sometimes does have rain.
Yeah. So, what did you guys do? Tell us what your experience was.
I cooked.
What'd you make?
I made a roasted chicken with Italian herbs on it.
Excuse me.
And I made roasted carrots and potatoes in a sheet pan. And then tomato, cucumber, onion, dill salad, and a cheesecake with
Yum.
what did we have on it? Strawberries. And I don't remember. I think that was everything.
That sounds good.
we sat around the dining room table and ate together, you know, as a family.
Mm-hmm. That's great. I like that.
Because my mom lives here in the house also, so. My kids were here except for my middle one who lives in California who couldn't come. But the rest of them were here. Not very talkative, just painting.
That's all right. I'm taking some iridescent Doc Martin here. And it's kind of a coppery color. Adding that to the background of this. It's a little bit more there than I want. Take that back a bit.
Guess I'll let that dry for now. Go back and do some more of these terracotta colors.
And I've got some here on my desk, so let me add a little bit to this one.
I spread down on my watercolors, but they're already dry again.
This one, I'm thinking I should take a pen. Do I have a dip pen here? Maybe.
I don't know. Do you? Let's see. Brown. How about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That one must be it. That's a nice brown color.
Yeah, I'm not laying my hand on it right away, so I'll just use the brush. And I'm going to do a little bit of script type stuff on here with a brush. Okay.
I need to get some of that brown and mix a darker color with it.
Well, that's nice. Nice that you could have somebody over. Okay, so I'll put that one aside. This one's got a little bit of just Splatter and Zhujian. What I've got for look at my tissue.
Oh, so this needs to be a little more orangey color. What do I got? What do I got? Then I'm going to mix it with some real orange.
That one that I printed up. I've got this Tim Holtz stuff and I've got this Tim Holtz stuff.
Not pesky Tim Holtz.
I think I like some of this. I'm running into stuff I don't want to run into though. I have to do it in sections.
What are you doing? Yeah,
Let's see what this does. Use a little matte medium.
All right, how about a really dark green? What do we got for dark green? Looks like that one right there.
Not sure how translucent this stuff will become. really saturating this paper, trying to get it to meld with the background.
It's turquoise. A little bit of that phthalo green and add some blue to it, maybe. Yeah, that's a good color. Maybe a little bit more blue. After that door looks straight. Might not be straight.
Might not.
Who needs a straight door anyways? Jeez.
I don't know. Straight's highly overrated, right?
Obviously, it's just terribly overrated.
Let's see, we got I'll repeat this.
All right, let's get some more of that cactusy green color. Ooh, that's a good one too. Just been a while. You guys gotta break. Hey, stay in your box. I can't get it back in there. The ones in this container where I've used the tube acrylics and then put them into half pans. They're all dry and cracked. It's kind of annoying.
The tube watercolor?
Yeah, well, I put them into the pans.
Yeah.
And let them dry like you can do with a watercolor.
Yeah.
But they're all cracked.
Yeah.
Because of where I live. So then I go and I put water in there to try to reconstitute them or whatever. I probably do, but I think I do better with some of the ones like these ones in this pan that are from M. Graham. He puts honey as the base. And I think the honey-based ones are better for where I live.
Well, some people have trouble because it's more moist and they never dry with the honey in them. So it really depends on your environment. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want that or if I'm just going to go right to the butterfly. Let me see. I like that one. This is just cheap tissue paper. Nothing fancy.
All right.
And I want to press that down, but I don't want to lift the color. I want the color to remain. So get that pressed in place.
Way too much.
And I had a, let's see, what else I have ready to go here. I don't know if I sprayed that piece or not. Need a piece that's been sprayed to hold it in place. I'm just wetting the edge so I can tear the tissue. And now it's very wet. Thank you. Hey, Barbara Clark. I understand about early appointments. I was at the eye doctor at 8 o'clock yesterday morning.
This stuff is just not blending. The spot that I have for the face, of course, is the spot that has a weird texture where I put that stuff on. The ground, like right in the middle of it, is a big. It's terrible. Oh boy, she looked bad. And of course, I'm going to overwork it like you do. Trying to smooth out that weird texture that's in the middle of the face for no apparent reason. Terrible. Just leave it alone. That would be the smart thing.
That is definitely wet. Let's see what we got going on over here. Let's add some patina, manganese, and sepia to bring it down.
Oh, yuck.
The nice thing about the inks is they are translucent, so you're going to see those colors pop from behind.
You said
I
that
know,
word.
the word.
It's terrible.
And I'm going to add some
Different brush.
buttercup.
What happened to my other brush?
A little buttercup. Do I have another sponge here? Surely I have something. Here we go. Add some buttercup. And a little bit of sunflower, which is going to be a little oranger.
Where's my other brush?
Then let's go to our blue family here.
Oh, it's not very pointy. I need to get more pointy. All right, what do we need? I think I have too big of a watercolor collection and not a big enough brush collection.
Ah,
Need a bigger brush collection.
I like watercolor brushes. I do. I think I want this tree branch, and let's put something. textural. See if I like that. Just adds a little texture. Very subtle. But it's there. Which is what I was after. Want it there. Then I'm going to take a gray, if I can lay my hands on it. I don't have gray. Where's it? Oh, here we go. There's a watering can. Got gray out the edge here. Don't want black, that's too stark. So I'm just going to use a gray. I don't know about this. Nope, not feeling it. Not going to do that.
Just no.
Just no. This one needs come on.
All right, let's see. We need some really dark.
That was a little nickel azo to try to unify that a little bit. And then I want to add This has to be shaken.
Shaken, not stirred.
Yep. Come on. Squirt when I want you to squirt, for crying out loud.
Terrible.
And now,
Let's see.
dark.
Ooh, that's bright. This face situation is not good.
Not good, huh?
No, it's not.
Okay. Liking that a lot better. I've got the brights and the darks.
Going on there.
Still very wet. Birds and squirrels keep you company. Yeah. Okay, Cindy, we'll see you later. Wish I could find my, well, I do have, all right, I have my, Pentel I can use.
I think I might be going a little mixed media on this. I can't deal with the face because it just keeps going over that textury stuff that's there, being annoying. So I think I'm gonna find a different solution to that. What do I got? What shall I do? Do I stick with watery products, or do I go acrylic? It's hard to choose.
It is.
Well, I think I'm going to go a little bit of acrylic because I want to use some pen.
Oh, let me get my. I need this dry, number one. And what did I do with those crayons?
I didn't take.
To add some more color.
All right, let's try to draw some features back in here. Maybe with the pencil.
So now if I take oh, guess I had it out here. Have my Faber-Castell big brush pet pens. Always
Can't go
one of
wrong
my
with
faves.
those.
And let's get a blue. Oh, that's a pretty bright blue. Oh well. It's all right. I have it darker. Yes, I think I do. purple. Don't want purple.
Why not?
Cause I don't.
Purple's awesome.
Hi, Lindy. How are you? Yeah, like those the way they're coming. So
Well, at least she has a face to start.
not finding what I'm looking for.
I didn't take it. At least I don't think I did.
Well, maybe this will work. If I can get this dry enough to make it work. Still pretty damp. No, I think we're going to try this other dealy bop. So, I'll take some talc here. See if I can get that dried down really well. And find my Versamark. This may be a complete disaster. We'll give it a go. And I need let's take this big texture. No. Black cherry. I'm going to stamp this and hope for the best. Whoops. Okay, that turned out all right. Now, looking for my fine liner. You think you'd know where I put that, wouldn't you?
Can't be that far.
Oh, yeah. Well, it disappeared. Just plain disappeared. Well, when you can't find the fine liner, what do you do next? Hunt, I guess. Got a new bottle. Ah. There we go. Let's see if I can get this working. There we go. Okay.
Keep putting my hand in this white pen.
Okay, gotta let that one dry. For sure. How are we doing time-wise? Oh, we're right on the money. So, I have a couple of backgrounds ready to roll. I like the dark and light in this one and the texture. So that'll be fun to use. This one's got a little bit of the scripting in it. And then this one I did with the butterflies and a misty morning does not signify a cloudy day, ancient proverb. Thanks, Barb. No, it's not black ink. It's actually diluted paint. It's a fluid acrylic paint that's been watered down a little bit. And I like to keep both a black and a white. I had a yellow and a red at one time, but they kind of clogged up. But this has the golden high flow with some water in it. And you can buy the empty bottles and you can fill them with what you want.
Yep, I have a couple of those on my desk too. Anyway, I guess my girl must be done. She's a desert witch. Little public style house, some cactuses. She's
cute. She is fun. She's whimsical, like you said, you know.
Yeah, I was going for cute, cutie, funny.
Yep, very cute.
Had trouble with the face because of the media. Plus, I haven't played with watercolor in a long time, and I'm not a professional watercolorist. By any means.
You know, when you go, the best thing is practice, practice, practice. We know that. And this is an 1.5-hour show. We do the best we can in an 1.5 hours and, you know, produce something for you guys, but it's not always the best art we've ever done.
Nope, usually not.
But we sure hope you enjoyed what we did today and have something that is of benefit to you that you can take away from this. So thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again next time.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye.